everybody, and welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jean Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm a certified dementia practitioner. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. I really appreciate each one of you guys, and I appreciate you sharing the videos to your social media. Maybe Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you have. You'll just never know if a friend of your friend needs this video to guide them in their process, as they want to apply as physical therapists here in the US. And I also have other videos if you want to check them out about fall prevention. And if you're already here in the US, like how to be an on-call therapist. Okay. So for today, I'm going to discuss one of the most common questions that I get from the viewers and subscribers. Okay. So here I'll show you. Okay. So this is the message that I received from one of the subscribers. And she asked, I'm just confused since FCCPT emailed me this. And I'll show you the email. Okay. So it says, if you only hold a BSPT from the Philippines, then you can only request our Educational Credential Reviewer Service, ECR. Type 1 review service for migration requires that you hold a master's degree or higher. So this is from Mrs. Jamie Nolan, Managing Director of FCCPT. Okay, so her question is, after receiving this email, I can still apply for FCCPT Type 1 for licensure even if I only have bachelor's degree, right? So to answer the question, if you have a bachelor's degree and can you still apply for Type 1 FCCPT, the answer is no. Okay, as Miss Jamie Nolan indicated in her email to one of our viewers, is that you should have a master's degree, okay, before you can apply for Type 1 FCCPT review. Okay, if you watch my other videos, I discussed that Type 1 is needed if you do not have working visa yet, if you do not have immigrant visa, you're not a US citizen, you're not here in the US, okay, you're starting from the scratch, zero. You need a Type 1 kind of review. And Type 1 review, it is a combination of their credentialing, meaning they're going to assess all your clinical hours, your curriculum, if they meet the requirements, the US standard requirement for physical therapy. That is a simple explanation of credentialing. But the Type 1 also process what we call the healthcare worker certificate that requires you to pass the TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language. If you Google, for example, FSBPT Healthcare Worker Certificate, so it will take you here to this FSBPT official website and immigration information. So, so it discussed the different types of visas, okay, and the healthcare worker certificate is here, okay. So it says here when, let's make it bigger, okay. So it says here when a foreign national seeks admission to the United States, specifically to work as physical therapists, USCIS requires the individual to have a healthcare worker certificate prior to obtaining a visa, which allows an individual to work. Healthcare worker certificate is not a visa. It is a requirement for you to have a visa, but it's not automatically a visa. So it discusses the different types of visa, H-1B, EB-2, EB-3. They also have the TN non-immigrant classification. It clearly says here, the healthcare worker certificate is for professions with minimum of Bachelor of Science entry-level degree as PTAs are considered paraprofessional. They are not eligible for HCWC. For physical therapists, a master degree is now the minimum requirement. An individual may have an entry level bachelor science but will require to have additional MS, okay, master's degree. The HCWC is for immigration purposes only and is not used for licensure. I get it that it can be confusing, okay? But you have what you can do is just like what happened to me, you know. Before I came here in the US, the changes FCCPT made affected me when they required a master's degree level, as you know, before. So what I did is I went to one of the universities in Manila, and they are offering the additional subjects needed for a bachelor degree to become a master's degree in physical therapy. The master's degree should be in physical therapy, not other master's degree, because some other viewers also question me about can they take any master's degree? No, it should be a master's degree in physical therapy. Okay, so if you go to a university, I went to Philippine Rehab Institute, PRI, and took additional subjects. And then after I completed the subjects, it was not as much. Maybe I cannot remember. It was too long ago, 4 to 6 subjects that I need to take. And I was working at that time. So I was able to juggle those schooling, additional schooling. So that's what you have to do. If you're a bachelor, if you're a graduate of bachelor, there is, a credential review, but you cannot come here to the US with just the educational credential review. You need the type 1. The credential review only be applicable most likely if you have an immigrant visa already, okay, and if you are an American citizen. Okay, so if you have those, you have a family based petition and you were able to come here. So, it depends on what state you're applying. The best thing that you can do is to go to the specific website of the state, the Board of Physical Therapy. If you put licensure authorities of physical therapy, and you click here, fsbpt.org, licensing authorities, contact information. This is like a phone book, guys, if you may, of all the states, the name of the physical therapy board per state, the email address, the phone number, the fax, and then the website. Okay, so know what state, if you know what state that you want to practice, if you have a target state to practice, so go to this website. I'm going to put the link down below. And the best thing to do if you have question is to email them. That's the most cost-effective way to communicate with them. And most of the time, if not all the time, is that they are very responsive so that you can get the most accurate answer that you need for your question. Okay, do not be afraid to ask question and to ask it from the right office or company or authority, because that way you will be guided. Okay, so that is, I hope that will clarify the confusion, guys. Okay, so just a recap. If you are starting from zero, from the scratch, meaning you are not a US citizen, you don't have an immigrant visa, you don't have a working visa, nothing. You're starting from a scratch. You graduated as Bachelor of Science in Physical Therapy. You cannot apply to have credentialing other than the type 1 review for FCCPT. Okay, so type 1 review requires that you should have a master's degree, and all you have to do is go to your local university or PT school, and the registrar, the office, should know what are the subjects needed for your Bachelor of Science to become masters. Take those subjects, and once you finish, okay, with other required with the curriculum from your bachelor's school and the curriculum from your the master's additional subjects for master's degree, you combine them both together with other requirements required by FCCPT and then submit it to FCCPT. So that way you will be able to suffice the requirement as like a master's level degree. Okay. So type 1 is the best route, okay, if you're starting from scratch. And then, of course, with type 1, the healthcare worker certificate, it requires you to pass the TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language. Okay, so you need also to take that examination. Okay, so the healthcare worker certificate is not a visa on its own, but it is required by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, prior to issuing a foreign trained or foreign educated therapist any kind of visa needed, like a working H-1B or EB-2 or EB-3 visa. Okay. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. You can put your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Please share this to your social media, and we need to reach as many therapists as we can so that we can help them in this very daunting task of applying as a foreign trained physical therapist here in the US. I know how it feels. I had 9 long years of journey before I came here. So now it is my mission to bring ease and guidance to those who are in need of it. Okay, so as always, thank you so much for watching and stay blessed. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button below to be updated with the latest video releases. Share this channel to other people you know who will benefit from Just Upright videos. Thank you again and stay blessed.